friends, did you notice who quietly and almost invisibly appeared at the celebration for Princess Isabella's 18th birthday? Yes, it was the Counts of Rosenborg, representatives of one of the least known yet deeply rooted branches of the Danish royal family. Their presence was a true gem for those who closely follow the life of the monarchy. And if you missed it, no worries, because we're about to fill that gap and share with you the fascinating, almost cinematic story of these titled figures from the past. Once upon a time, many years ago, there was a man who stood as close to the throne as Princess Isabella, the daughter of King Frederik and Queen Mary does today. We're talking about Count Ingolf of Rosenborg, who in the mid-20th century was second in line to the Danish throne. Yes, just like Isabella is now. He was the nephew of the then reigning king, Prince Ingolf, the son of Prince Knud, who was the brother of King Frederik IX. After the death of King Christian X in the year 1947, his son, the new monarch, King Frederik IX, had no sons, only 3 daughters, Margrethe, Benedicta, and Anne-Marie. And this is where things start to get interesting. Back then, a woman could not inherit the throne, so Ingolf's father, Prince Elnecht, became the heir. Consequently, Ingolf became second in the line of succession. It seemed only a matter of time before he would become the future king. But as they say, life always has surprises. In the year 1953, the constitution was amended. The eldest daughter of the king, Princess Margrethe, was granted the right to inherit the throne. And just like that, Prince Nunolf and his son Ingolf were moved down the line of succession. A few years passed. By then it had become clear that there was no longer any hope for Ingolf to wear the crown. And in the year 1968, he made a decision that can only be described as truly romantic. He gave up his rights to the throne, not for ambition, but for love. His chosen one was Ingi Turney, the daughter of the owner of an ordinary hardware store. By the royal standards of that time, such a match was unacceptable. There was still a strict rule in place. A prince could only marry someone of noble birth. Ingolf's father, Prince Knud, even asked his brother, King Frederik IX, to allow his son to keep his princely title after the marriage. But the king refused, and so Ingolf was granted a new title, Count of Rosenborg. This was a traditional title given to princes who renounced their royal rights due to marrying someone outside the royal circle. After the passing of his first wife, in the year 1996, Ingolf remarried, this time to a lawyer named Sussi Hjorhøy Petershøy. They had no children, but they shared love and devotion. They always maintained ties with the royal family, with King Frederik and Prince Joachim, and later with their children as well. They attended weddings, jubilees, and major celebrations. The Counts of Rosenborg were invited to Queen Margrethe II's 70th birthday, were present at royal weddings, and even attended the recent coronation ceremony of King Frederik. And then, just a month ago, when Princess Isabella celebrated her 18th birthday, the Counts appeared again, without fanfare, quietly, but proudly. They served as a living reminder that the story of the monarchy is not only about kings and queens, but also about those who stood in the background, yet made no less of an impact on its history. Today, Ingolf Count of Rosenborg is 85 years old. He is a witness to the changing eras, a symbol of the transformations within the monarchy, a living example of how everything can change in an instant. His story is one of choosing love over status, of loyalty and duty, a reminder that true nobility is not always in the title, but in one's actions and faithfulness to one's roots. It's no surprise that the new royal couple, King Frederik and Queen Mary, continue to maintain a connection with him, because in moments like the coming-of-age celebration of Princess Isabella, it's important not only to look ahead to the future, but also to remember those who stood by your side in the past. So, if you didn't notice the Counts of Rosenborg in those festive scenes, go back and take another look. Maybe now you'll see, in their modest presence, not just guests, but guardians of a unique, almost forgotten chapter of Danish royal history. And with that, we conclude our short but important journey into the world of Danish royalty and the fate of the Counts of Rosenborg. The story of Ingolf is a reminder that royal life is not only about parades and titles, but also about choices, love, and devotion. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell so you won't miss new episodes about the secrets and destinies of European monarchies. And in the comments, let us know what surprised you the most about the story of Count Rosenborg, because sometimes the quietest figures leave the loudest mark on history.